Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Just starting my computer again. Everything went out 5 minutes ago. So today I've been running around a bit and trying to get myself in order. I slept in a little bit more this morning because I stayed up till almost midnight on that thing with the webinar. That was as long as I could last. I couldn't make it through to 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whatever they did. Anyway, so I got kind of a late start. And I went out and did some errands, had to get some dog food and stuff because I'm leaving tomorrow for Florence, and figured I better go out early because after that, everything's just I have to start this webinar again in 15 minutes. And I haven't yet packed my bags. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm only going for 2 days. I'm sure I'll probably end up doing it an hour before I leave, as always. Whatever. Just one of those things. But when I came home from the errands, I said, oh, I've got to do my meta story. And I've noticed already, like yesterday, which is kind of the midway point, yesterday was the 6th day, today is the 7th, is when I start losing enthusiasm. When I first start something, I'm like, yeah, oh my God, and this is the way, and da-da-da-da-da, and I get so excited, and I tell the whole world, and I'm like, yeah, and then, the more I keep repeating it, then I start to, it's not the newness anymore. It's not the bright, shiny object anymore. And then it starts going, I gotta go sit down and do my meta story. But I noticed this, and I recognize that this is just part of this is why consistency allows you to build up momentum, because it helps. And it happens to everybody. I think it also happens, when you first start going to the gym, and the first times you go there, you're like, yeah, now I'm going to do this, and you have these ideas, and by the end of this month, I'm going to be like this, and whatever. You have this crazy idea. But somebody once said, and I'm sure a lot of people have once said, especially entrepreneurs, they tend to overestimate what you can do in a year, but underestimate what you can do in 5 years. And of course, that time frame kind of changes in different things and aspects, but that's exactly the problem, because we're so used to having things so immediate, such immediate gratification. And there was a great video, actually, I'll see if I can link it, the other day about pleasure versus happiness. And I think pleasure is very much linked to the immediate gratification of something, whereas true happiness is something that you build up over time. It's a way of being. It doesn't really have much to do with what's going on in that moment. So the more we build up momentum, and we know that we're working towards this determination, this consistency is working towards something bigger, even though we don't know how to identify that today. So, and that was a bit of why this journey began, even for myself, because I wanted to do what I was going to say I was going to do. One of the 4 agreements. Missing all my references today, but is, be impeccable with your word. If you're going to say you do, and especially with myself, I want to start, of course with others, but I think I'm more sensitive to what I say to others and try to make that happen than I am with myself. So that was how this whole thing started. I said I was going to make a video every single day, and so far I have. So anyway, that's with all of us. So even when it's no fun anymore, even when you don't feel like it, you're working up to some greater state, something bigger than anything you could possibly imagine in this moment, because we're always coming from a smaller state when we're working to something bigger, right? Anyway, that's my train of thought for the moment, and I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow, probably on my way to Florence or when I'm already in Florence. Bye. Ciao.